of chaos during the protests. This is new video showing restaurant workers helping sheriff's deputies in Compton. You can see some of the deputies sitting in the booths as workers help to flush their eyes, likely after getting hit with tear gas. After a short break, the deputies put their gas masks back on and headed back out to help contain the protests.
If you're a criminal, you'll be deported. If you plan to enter the U.S. illegally, your chances of getting caught and sent back just went up. The actions I'm taking are not only lawful, they're the kinds of actions taken by every single Republican president and every single Democratic president for the past half century.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trista, and yes, we are going to talk about illegal immigration fatigue because most of Americans are tired of the invasion and the craziness that has been happening in California and what is going on today. A lot of Americans are tired of it and it needs to be dealt with. Most Americans have voted for Donald Trump to deal with this #1 issue.
To those who keep getting online and insulting us in California, understand, we actually believe that California is red already. But what y'all are not getting is we live under the most corrupt state in the U.S. Understand, California holds Los Angeles. It holds San Francisco. These are two of the biggest places where all your demons and witches do everything that they do. So they're not going to let California turn red as easily as they'll allow other places to turn red. Our governors are corrupt. We have voted red. We have fought against Gavin. We have called him out. We keep doing it over and over, and it still turns blue. Even this year, when voting got finished, California turned blue immediately. It didn't take any time to count. It just turned blue. And we knew immediately they did it again.
Meaning a lot of Americans are tired of it. And in this video, I'm going to explain to you just a lot that has been happening. So the media is promoting this as something awful, of course, that Donald Trump has done. This is Donald Trump's fault. And even with a lot of the things that Gavin Newsom have been saying and making it seem like it is Donald Trump's fault that all of this stuff is happening, that has been going on in California.
I have a feeling there's a pretty good chance that in the White House there might be a television on and he might be watching us
I hope so.
right now.
Yeah, he can learn something.
What might you say to him if I'll give you the floor, you have the opportunity, what you weren't able to say to him on that phone call or calls that he hasn't taken today?
Where's your decency, Mr. President? Stop. Rescind this order. It's illegal and unconstitutional. And I said it, I'll say it again, it's immoral. You're creating the conditions that you claim you're solving, and you're not. And you're putting real people's lives at risk. This is a serious moment, and it requires serious leadership. And it's time for you to be a commander-in-chief of the United States of America. And I will have your back if you want to work in a relationship of trust and truth in the spirit of our founding fathers. But you come after poor kids, you come after families, we will do everything in our power to stand up and stand in your way.
Governor Gavin Newsom, what time are you filing the lawsuit tomorrow?
Very early in the morning.
I'd love to get your response to Governor Newsom saying, essentially, that your actions here are provocative, and the quote that he used was sowing chaos.
Governor Newsom's an embarrassment for the state. He's the one that's feeding this mantra. He supports sanctuary cities. He supports sanctuary laws. If he cared about public safety in the state of California, he would not have a sanctuary for criminals, where criminals get released to the streets of this state every day because of his policy.
Now, I just want to show you a couple of clips of exactly why people are being manipulated by the media and why it is actually called toxic empathy.
We are having an administration that's targeting peaceful protests, people that are there to protest. The president is sending the National Guard because he doesn't like the scenes. He doesn't like the scenes of people peacefully protesting.
Allie Beth Stuckey wrote a book about that, and I actually have that book. And I just love a lot of the things that when it comes to that subject, toxic empathy. And I just love it because she's calling out the toxic information that is being thrown by social media, a lot of the media outlets. And even now, people are being led astray by the false narrative that is being promoted.
Everyone deserves health care.
Even illegals?
Every single person in the world deserves
Just for the
health
record,
care.
as a candidate, you're for illegal aliens getting Medicaid.
I think everyone in the world deserves
That's a
health
yes.
care.
That's a yes.
I'm such a
That's a Democratic position.
It is a yes, but
Yeah.
It's a Democratic
Everyone in the
position.
world
Illegal
deserves
aliens should
healthcare.
get Medicaid.
But I mean,
How is this controversial?
but
How is it controversial?
Why was it controversial that they don't want someone to die in the hospital because they can't afford
Who do you
it?
think pays for health care when undocumented people show up at a hospital? Who pays for that?
We all pay for it.
Exactly.
including
We all
undocumented
pay
people
for
because
it.
they actually contribute.
That's the point. That's the point.
We do realize that
Who pays for the welfare system in this country generally? Taxpayers. Are you for it or not?
Can I start my logic train?
Are you for it or not?
My logic train starts with the
Just
fact that
say
I don't
yes.
want to kick 11 million people off.
Do you
of
want
Medicaid.
illegal aliens on or not?
Do I want first of all, do I want undocumented citizens to have
say
health care?
yes.
The answer is yes.
Scott,
Okay.
if someone is
More
undocumented,
Democrats.
do you want them to not get insulin if they're diabetic?
I want Medicaid to exist first and foremost for American citizens who need it. That is
What
I
about
want.
second? How about this? When the people that are picking your peaches. Yeah, I'm passionate
Very
about Americans.
passionate for the illegals.
Sorry,
No, I'm passionate for
How
Americans.
dare you want people to be alive? How dare you?
Passionate for the illegals. Bring more.
No, I actually want
But yes,
safe and secure borders.
You need more. To make your vision of America work, we need more illegals who get more benefits. That's your version of America.
No, what I want from America is a place that was promised to us, Scott.
To the illegals?
Like you do. No, it was promised to us. It was promised to us,
who?
not us, me and you, black and white, brown. Scott, do you think that your family was
You were
born
born
here?
here.
You weren't born here, Scott.
I was born in
First of all, where does your family come from? My family wasn't born here. My family was actually from Sierra Leone.
You're making a passionate argument
Correct.
for a
About
country
what our country's-
built on unfettered illegal immigration, and that is not anywhere
our
near a
country-
politically popular
Our
position.
country is built on immigration, period.
What kind?
Period.
What kind?
Oh, and first of all, before we go to commercial, what kind? What kind of immigration was I brought here?
You're already
with?
in the hole. You sure you don't want to stop
No,
digging?
because it was slavery. That's not immigration.
Come on.
Well, okay.
Come on, what?
All right, there's a lot to be said. Hold on.
No, but you just can't say come on when somebody's like, my family was brought here in chains. The answer is not come on.
We're gonna
Everything in right now that's going on in California, everything is peaceful. Don't look at what you're actually, don't pay attention to what's actually happening. People rioting and throwing bombs and all kind of stuff inside of cars and setting cars on fire. And don't pay attention to that because it's peaceful. We just don't want what evil Donald Trump is doing. We just don't like what he's doing. And Gavin Newsom is playing into that narrative. And what I'm trying to share with you, would like to share with you in this video is that God is for borders. He is for the protection of his people. We know about that when it comes to Nehemiah. When Nehemiah in Nehemiah chapter 1 all the way to chapter 4, we see the whole process of him getting help to build the wall. Without the wall, anybody can just go in and take over whatever they wanted. And so that is the same idea here. We had an administration that left the door wide open and allowing anybody, without vetting these people, any type of people to come into our country. And what we want to do is protect the people here in our country. And so most Americans are for that, or for the protection. But if you were to hear some of the things that some of these people are saying on CNN and even on the news, and Gavin Newsom and all these other people that are so sympathetic to the illegal people that are invading our country, instead of just being a part of what is going on in our country, they are more sympathetic to them instead of the actual American citizens. And it's actually crazy that you are actually being gaslit into thinking, well, you are not, don't have compassion, you are this and you are that, when we are literally living in a country where people are coming into the United States and just doing whatever they want. And people are actually trying to say, well, they just want to seek, they just want to live peacefully. This doesn't look peacefully. And she says this, yes, Christians must care for the poor. Yes, we should desire to reach the lost. Yes, we should spend time, energy, and resources for persecuted Christians and impoverished people around the world. But God created borders, nations, governments, and laws for the good of human beings. It is a government's righteous responsibility to protect its borders and citizens. Illegal immigrants equal chaos. Chaos equal harm for everyone. What we want to do is protect the American citizens and the people that don't want to be here, that is waving their country's flag. Donald Trump literally is paying people to go to their country and leave on their own instead of ICE coming in and arresting them and taking them to their country and deporting them back to their country. Literally, Donald Trump is giving you money for you to leave. If you do not belong here in the country, you are to leave. And so I just want to hone in on that and just really talk about that. Really focus on the actual reality of what is going on, and not only just the reality, but the biblical truth. The Bible talks about protecting our borders and protecting its citizens. That's what we want. We want the government to protect its citizens and not have an invasion of people that came in as criminals and just doing whatever they want to do here in the States. And so, again, let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys so much for watching. Tune in. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and tune into my next video. God bless.